We are live. Special note to Ed. I just watched your Roma Collectibles video. Condolences for the loss of your friend, Aaron, over there at Roma Collectibles. And condolences to the entire Roma Collectibles family, all right? Love you, Ed. Haven't seen you in a while. I know you've been busy. So before we kick off this stream, which is on a school night, late at night, so hey, there's Zombie Hunter. Hey, how you doing, brother? We're going to open some of these boxes from Brett. Woo! But we're not going to get in too big of a rush about it. Hey, Zombie. Good to see you. Yeah, I was just mentioning, I don't know if you saw Ed's video he just dropped, but condolences to Ed for losing a friend of his, an owner of a toy shop in his area. So I just wanted to say, love you, Ed. Hope you're doing well, brother. And but past that, we got 3 boxes here from Ed, or from Brett, that we're gonna open up. And yeah, it dropped like 15 minutes ago, so it may not have made the rounds in the notifications, but yeah, our thoughts are with you, Ed, and the family of Aaron that he leaves behind. But I will say one thing. You know, my dad told me a long time ago, son, ain't nobody gonna make it out of this world alive. So that's all he said. You can add on to it whatever you want at the end of that, but ain't nobody gonna make it out of this world alive, baby. So don't sweat it. Yeah, I'm trying to get the last little bit of this Copenhagen on one side of the can here, so we can indulge. So anyway, yeah, good stream earlier, Zombie. I saw you at Cats, and Mr. Michael Reed was at that store, whatever fucking town that was. Thornberry, it said. I don't know, but yeah, cool store. Hey, Duffman, what's up, brother? A late night lack attack. That's correct. I had the Cubs here over the weekend. We had a great time. I'm always a little down, you know, when they leave. You know, I feel like that's probably a normal thing. But look, I got these 3 boxes from Brett. He said there's one thing, there's a 4th box that he has not shipped yet. So we'll get to open that when it comes. And if y'all were both probably on Brett's stream, Zombie, I know you were there because you bought that cool what was that, like the Hoth base console? Suburban Melbourne, right on. Yeah, you bought that cool console, which at first I thought, why doesn't Zombie just print that off himself? But then I thought, oh, he needs the lasered part. Because I don't think you have a laser, but got to be somebody around there with a laser. Anyway, let's pop open our Cutco. Oh, hey, Zombie Hunter, you're a golfer? This is called the golf knife. And it has, what is this for? This is supposed to be, this is sold as a golf knife. I only bought it because it was super sharp, had a nice blade, and it'd go on my keychain. But so is this, what kind of golfing tool? I've used it to, you know, I use it like a hobo pocket knife. I just use it as like a fork when I'm eat my fucking whatever in my car. But yeah, what the fuck is this for? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, we got 3 boxes here. Let's tear into them, huh? And then we'll see how long that. Hey, Rex. Rex, hey, thank you for sending me the link to your live stream the other day. I had the Cubs all weekend, so I wasn't around very much. Tonight was my first night kind of back on the YouTubes. And cool seeing you, Rex, over at Cat's stream earlier. That was so cool. I hope you're doing well, my friend, as I hope everybody is. Oh, cool. Yeah. Hey, yeah, if you guys aren't aware, Devil Flyer, Rex, he makes comic books, which is super cool. And I was fortunate enough to get in early on his backing. Whatever, I can't remember what the name of the tier was, the cameo tier. And so so Lack gets to be a cameo in the comic book or graphic novel, I guess maybe. I'm not sure the size or what, but so hey, very cool, man. And I hope to maybe be a recurring character. I think that'll be fun. Me and Gilster are supposed to be working on a comic book. And I have the outline done. But I need to, I've never done this, right? But so I imagined I have like the story outline, and then I guess my next part of it would be to like kind of make the panels and the dialogue, and then make a separate notes of what maybe should be illustrated in the oh, right on, Rex. Writing a survey. Wow, right on, brother. Yeah, so you've inspired me, and I'm not an illustrator, but I have written some stories in my life, and I'm still writing basically 2 books. One is a nonfiction, and one is a fiction. But they're both the nonfiction is obviously like my biography, and then the fiction is kind of like based on my life and other people's stories that I was raised with and stuff like that. But it's fucking hard to do, man. I totally understand why the greatest writers of all time like lock themselves in a hotel with a case of booze and a typewriter. I totally understand why they did that, because it is not fucking easy. It's not easy. But yeah, so me and Gilster is hopefully going to illustrate. We're going to go in together and do this this comic, and we have original characters. It's all kind of based on the Star Wars universe. So I have the outline of the story. Hopefully it'll be like a series of comics. It's not going to just be one. We have it set up as like a continuation. I got the outline done. I need to go through and do, yeah, the roustabouts are coming out. Yeah, they are. Oh, right on. Midnight. This channel was almost called Captain Midnight. So, from the original, 1940s, 30s, or 40s superhero. So, yeah, right on. Midnight and the Roustabouts. Very cool. Set in the Old West. Look at that. You know me too well. Appreciate you, friend. So yeah, my next thing, I've never done this, right? But so my next thing is I'm gonna do the panels with the dialogue bubbles, and then notes on what I envision being illustrated in each panel. Then I will send all of that to Gilster, because Gilster's a hell of an artist. Hey, speaking of Gilster, there he is. I'm bragging about you right now, brother. Then I will send all that stuff to the man, Gilster, and whenever, he can go through the dialogue and the notes, and he can illustrate the panels. That's the plan, anyway. I'm just talking about our project that we've been slowly but not surely working on. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, motherfuckers, as I'm sure all of us know. But yeah, I had the Cubs all weekend, so these boxes have been sitting. We'll go through. There's 3 boxes. He said he couldn't find a box for the Slave 1. There's a Slave 1 coming. And I think it's Django's Slave 1. I don't even remember. It must be, because I think it's from the same line, which is like the prequel line. But yeah, let's just go through and see what we got. So, right off the bat. Hey, is Muzza here? What's up, Muzza? Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Hope you and the family are well. Awesome. Good to see you guys. So, dig this. We have this Anakin, Attack the Clones Anakin, Hanger Duel, with dueling lightsaber action. So, very cool. Now, some of these are earmarked for a few people. I need a couple of these. It just ended up that Brett had he was grouping together different figures, and then at the end he was like, look, I'll sell you all of this for a price. And I was like, well, fuck it. I haven't been buying anything, and I guess it's good to give your money to a friend than to Amazon or Target or whatever. Just knocked off work. All right, right on, brother. And I imagine, Gilster, I imagine you're not working tomorrow. Clink snuck in there. It almost didn't see you, brother. Hey, good to see you, my friend. Welcome. We're just going through these 3 boxes of almost vintage Star Wars stuff, 2002. So we have some action poses. Got an action pose Han. This is the indoor raid. So, kind of see what is. That's what that would sound like. So yeah, we're just going through the things that Brett sent over. We have a Tebow. Now there's a special member of the community that was Tebow is an Ewok poet, musician, and mystic who reads the future in the stars and communicates with nature. He's a member of the tribe's council of elders and led the war party that discovered Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, and others before the Battle of Endor. How about that? So yeah, we're going to put this over in this pile. So yeah, some of these I need. Some of these will be sent off to some people who need them. So dig this. Super battle droid with exploding battle damage. How about that? Let's show the little action feature there. That's kind of cool. Let's see here. We have another Anakin with force action. Oh yeah, this is where there's like the little magnet in the. This little magnet opens up the box. And he does have his blue saber. But he also has this weird looking pistol. Oh, it's a pull-out lightsaber. Oh, I kind of see that. The handle's really big. I didn't know that. Did y'all know that? I was not really collecting. This says 2001. I mean, I guess I was kind of still collecting stuff, but I was not collecting this line. I wasn't super into this line. I was still buying old Anakin Wizard. Yes. Yeah, Gilstree says, I hope not. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hey, man, if it's your fucking day off, you know, if it's your day off and they call you, you say, say, no, I'm busy. My old lady's job does that all the time. She asks for days off like a month in advance, or it's her scheduled day off, and then all these other limp dick no load cocksuckers that she works with call in like 5 minutes before, right? Where she, like most of us who have self respect and self whatever it's called, like unless you're really, really ill or something's really the matter, like most of us won't call in sick to work fucking 5 minutes before, right? Because like that's not, shouldn't do that. That's just like not appropriate. But apparently there's not too many people left that do that, right? Because my wife will ask for days off a month in advance, and then some no load will fucking call off 5 minutes after they're supposed to be at work. And because my wife is like the best worker that they have, they call her and say, "Oh, do you mind coming in?" And I'm like, no. And I tell her, no. You're not going in. You're not going in. It's ridiculous. So, but anyway, yeah, I know they do that to you, Gilster, because you're probably the best fucking worker they got. I can understand that. So dig this. Here's a pretty cool Obi-Wan with slashing lightsaber attack. I think this would be a pretty cool figure, except he's got his little headband on for flying the ship. Let's see, I guess you can kind of see that right there in the picture, but see, he's got that little headband thing on. There's a couple of these I want in my small display, but like I'm not, not all of them. So I just kind of lucked out on buying this large lot for a super decent price. Attack of the Clones, Tusken Raider, female with Tusken child. I'm sure y'all are familiar with that one. I guess we might show the backs more because the glare. Now, in the book of Boba Fett, I don't think we saw any. I mean, we saw females, but they weren't really like this. So, but I guess each tribe is a little bit different. Each tribe's a little different. Oh, look at this. Now, this is pretty cool. This may have been the first. No, probably not. I think this is Attack of the Clones. He had other figures, but so here's our boy there, Mace Windu. That looks like one tasty burger. A big Kahuna burger. Is that new Hawaiian burger joint? Yes, Mace, it is. Big Kahuna burger? No, it's a fucking Japanese burger place. A Kahuna. Let's see. What else we got here? All right, here's a Yoda with the... What is this? I guess this is the... I don't know what this is supposed to be. I dare ya. Say it, motherfucker. That's right. I have 2 young boy Boba Fett carded and loose. Oh, right on, Gilly. So that's a pretty good looking Yoda. If I can get that without the face is pretty cool on that. Definitely an angry looking Yoda, and he has his lightsaber there at the top. So that's a cool figure. That's a cool figure. Let's see. Now this one, I've had this figure before. I ended up using it as custom fodder. De Jasper. And he has the one thing I will say about this figure is his guns are awful. They're the most undersized, spindly looking sacks of shit. I'm trying to let you see it without the, but see how thin those are? Terrible, terrible guns. Terrible guns on this guy. And, I would say all in all, now this is just my personal opinion, which is not very, yeah, tell that bitch to be cool. My opinions are not popular with the majority of people, which is fine, because let's face it, you guys, the majority of fucking people, present company excluded, of course, but the majority of fucking people are fucking stupid. I mean, I don't know. I have to say that. Son of a bitch. But, I still think, man, Power of the Force 2 was a fucking great line, and even though some of them were kind of lack-chested, they were still proportionately more correct than most of the lines that we've ever gotten after that. Even the TVC, the new Vintage Collection line, right? And Bosk's Bounty talks about this all the time. Oh, is Brett here? Hey, right on. I thought you might be in bed, young man. Good to see you. We're just opening your boxes. But yeah, I think even the TVC line is it's not proportioned correctly. And that was what's interesting to me is that Power of the Force 2, right? That's what everyone's complaint was. Well, their chests are big. They're not proportioned. But dude, if you look at a lot of the fucking lines after that, and even TVC now, they're still not proportioned right. Anybody with armor, the heads are too small. The arms and legs are real spindly. They're not proportionate. So I don't understand how, if you love the TVC because of the card backs, I totally get that. And there are some banging figures as far as the way the face is, and but all in all, there's still a lot of shit that's not proportionate, and maybe even more so out of proportion than Power of the Force 2. Here's a cool Qui-Gon. I wouldn't mind getting one of those 12-inch Qui-Gons. I'll show you the back because it's a little easier to see what he's doing. Strange how they took that picture where he's stabbing through the blaster, whereas it's actually in the box deflecting you would think it would be. So right arm. Okay, so that's the first box. Let's go to the next box. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's cool. We're glad you made it home, my friend. Brett had to drive quite a ways across the country for some family, a family affair. And I know he got caught in a snowstorm and had to stop prematurely somewhere and had to leave a day later than he originally planned on his return trip because of weather. So we're glad you made it, my friend. We are glad you made it. And I talked to Dylan the other day. He has some things he has to finish in his job. So he hopefully will be arriving at the mothership buffering. Wi-Fi is hey, what's going on, Dave? Long time no see, my friend. Long time no see. Yeah, you got a 12-inch Qui-Gon in the bathhouse. I know you did. Is Gilster the only person buffering, or is it on my end? Just a question. Yeah. Dave, it's good to see you. And it was Dave's birthday not long ago. Happy belated birthday, my friend. And I hope everybody's doing well. Okay, I was just wondering. It is stormy outside, so I could see it maybe being an issue, but we'll see. All right. Here's a Jedi Master Sensi 10. This is part of the office crew, right? This is part of the office crew. So cool blast effect on this one. And yeah, these are all in great shape. Very neat. Very neat. We're gonna quickly run out of places to put these for the evening. All right, another member, Eth Koth. I think that's how you might say that. Eth Koth. Make a diorama of the. Oh, I have a. Oh, let me get these right here. Oh. So I just got this set of the 4 that I've had a diorama in my brain for fucking 2.5 years. Is this supposed to be an officer? That's just supposed to be an officer with the blue? But yeah, I've had this diorama in my mind for like 2 or 3 years. And so, as in the TV show The Office, yeah, exactly. So I will be doing this one first. And when we get, we'll do like a series of videos on doing that. Yeah, officers have bigger cod pieces. That's right. All right, zombie, be right back. Thank you for the warning. So here's Eth Koth, the Office Squad, 2002. Set this over here. So yeah, we'll be going through that one. Those 4 figures for a diorama. I'm still kind of figuring out some of the. I'm not gonna say effects, but I'm still figuring out how to do a couple things on it. Here's Lot Doid. What the fuck? Yeah, Zombie's gonna go yell at his kid. Oh, Dave went to Walmart last week and got 3 Barney's World plush toys. Right on. Y'all go. I tell you what, Dave's got a lot of subscribers. Congratulations, man. So he has we will be taking off for Pearl Harbor very soon. You try to fool me around, So, I'm sure somebody might think that's incredibly racist, but I don't give a fuck. Give a fuck. Very cool. I've never seen this figure. This figure is probably worth having just for the Emperor Palpatine hologram right there, which would definitely even go with your 6-inch figures. So is that supposed to be him or Maul? I think that's supposed to be, that's supposed to be the Emperor. Old Shifty Sheev. Cool figure. And then we have a Geonosian warrior. Very cool. Dexter Gesture, man. That would be a cool one to have, especially if you had a sail barge. Put him in the kitchen with Pizza Face from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line. I think that'd be kind of cool. I told Dean that a long time ago. I don't think I have a Pizza Face But if I find one, I'm going to send that fucker to Dean and say, here, this is for your barge. Because I know he has Dexter in the kitchen of the sail barge, which I've come to the realization that I will probably never, ever own. Oh, my favorite movie for 2025 is a documentary about the Rock-afire explosion animatronics. Right on. I have not heard or seen that yet. I've not heard or seen that yet, but right on. Now look, here we have check this out. I didn't even know this was going to be in here. Cool. So this is Vintage Collection, Ahsoka's 332nd Ahsoka's Clone Trooper. If Mace Windu's troopers all painted their face black, that would be racist. But it's okay if it's Ahsoka, right? I think we've had this conversation before, but yeah, neat. Neat. Trying to put all these flat on the floor till we get them all sorted. Oh yeah. All right, now we have Quick Draw McGraw, Jingle Fit. You think they would have maybe just at least included the helmet in with this one, but it has the Quick Draw action. And Jango Fett fits in the Slave One cockpit. Slave One sold separately. Now I wonder if there's maybe some articulation, or I wonder if the other Jango Fett maybe doesn't fit in there. Right? I don't know. That would be interesting to see. That will be which in the future we will be able to see. Let me see. Nice job packing, Brent, if you're still here. Tomito Pagalis. Here is a one of the pod racers. Proud of his new cycling electromagnetic stabilizer, Tomito Pagalis is entering his barely tested pod racer in the Boonta Eve Classic, believing that it will give him the winning edge. Hey, JJ, good to see you, my friend. Now, Efont Mod, that is a figure worthy of the Power of the Force 2 line, am I right? Man, Power of the Force 2, I'm pretty sure there's still some figures in that line that if you want that character in your... And now, of course, there's a lot of lines that are like that, but you know, if you want a complete set of a lot of characters, you're going to have to go multiple lines, right? Kit Fisto, another member of the Office Squad here. With his pull back the left arm and release to attack with the lightsaber. Hold the right hand over the lightsaber. Weapon is force attached to the hand. Ooh, schwanky. So yeah. So is that all of the Office Squad there? Mace, the horned guy, the other horned guy, and Kit Fisto. Collection 1. Cool. Cool. Here is the other Jango Fett. Final Battle. Final Battle. Sorry about the glare, y'all, but I mean, we all make YouTube videos and watch YouTube videos, right? So that's nothing new. He has this The insert flame projectile into gauntlet, then pull back and release the projectile to fire. Swing. How about that? So yeah, we have another Django. It's just interesting how this Django with the quick draw action specifically says. Now I know this is from the scene where he's flying the Slave One, so that might be why they felt the need to say that, but this one says Django fits in Slave One cockpit. And I don't know. They look like they're, well, no. This one's legs definitely look smaller, thinner. I don't know. Interesting. Make a spot for some of these. I'll be leaving all this here and then cleaning it up in the morning. All right. This is definitely a cool figure. Destroyer droid, man. The droideka. Nice to Django. Yeah. Dude, Boba Fett used to be so fucking cool before the special editions and the fucking... well, maybe not the first run of special editions, right? Because the prequels didn't come out, but god dang. Fucking Boba Fett was so cool before the prequels, man. And he was super fucking cool before The Mandalorian and fucking, just God. I remember, and I know we've said this, right? But back in our days, Boba Fett was like, everything about him was mysterious. But even in the stories, right? Like, he was the only person with the ancient Mandalorian armor. And nobody knew where he would have gotten that from because it was such a, an ancient thing that nobody's seen. And, but now, fuck, everybody and their brother's got a goddamn Mandalorian armor. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But yeah, the droideka, baby. That's cool. Load laser blast into cannons, then push the cannons to fire. Right on. Well, pow. So yeah, that's neat, huh? Yeah, man. Fuck. Fucking Boba Fett used to be so cool. Let's see. Oh, hey, yeah. I don't know if I have a Count Dooku. This one may definitely be getting opened and put in my 375 collection. Because I don't think I have a Dooku at all. And he has the same cool Emperor hologram figure that comes with it. So that's cool. Very neat. Let's see what else we got going on here. Zam Wesell. Attack of the Clones with quick draw action. Boy, they were really hot for that quick draw action, weren't they? Zam Wesell, Bounty Hunter. With the 2 characters in one. It's not really 2 characters in one, but it has the face plate to snap on there. Cool. Cool figure. Okay. Last one in this box, and then we'll get to the third box. What do you mean my pots are showing? Attack of the Clones C-3PO protocol droid with removable panels. What do you mean my pots are showing? Oh, and he comes with a cool Comes with like a box to keep them in. And he also has, which I don't notice on any of the other figures, but he has some sort of like cardboard. You can see it right there, kind of bent in there. But he has some kind of like cardboard back panel. Which I don't understand what that's all about, but that's cool. Schwanky. Schwanky. All right. Okay, that's box 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah. Okay. So this one might just be the one thing. Let me get this going on here. I see we're losing people by the second. Black's not as interesting as he apparently used to be. But it's late. I know people have things to do. But I did want to, what do you call it? I did want to document opening these boxes and give a shout out to Brett. I know everybody here is probably subscribed to Brett, but if you're not, check out Collecting with Cool. I don't know if there's any mods still here. I see Gilster might still be here, but like Dave, y'all check out Dave's channel if somebody wants to drop that link, and then somebody drop Brett's channel link, Collecting with Cool. So Dave and whoever else can go over there and say hello to him. Wow, yeah, wow, this is a lot bigger than I thought it was. That is super fucking cool. So first of all, we got this sick B-Wing pilot. Original B-Wing pilot, which is awesome. Wow, Brett. You did not have to throw that in. But that is so cool. Check that out. OG. Will you focus? Will you focus? Look at that. Vintage B-Wing pilot. We'll put that there. Brett threw in some, which if y'all are following his Instagram, I know he posted on there. But he made some stickers. So we got a collecting with some, like 3 or 4 collecting with cool stickers. He made a large stack of Lax Sivrak stickers. So thank you, Brett. We will definitely nuzzle a Collecting with Cool sticker up here with our Super Awesome Geek Show and our Gary's Grails and our Geek Strong sticker. I think we're gonna have to redo this up here. I have some Star Wars things over here. I'm thinking about making another pegboard. It'll be relatively high. I have 9-foot ceilings. But I think I'm going to do a pegboard on the other side of the mothership and move all the Star Wars stuff over to it. Except for maybe this signed Brendan Wayne. Okay, back. All right, thanks for the warning. You didn't miss much. We're just opening the last box here. We're just opening the last box of this sick-ass B-Wing. Now, this seems like it's bigger than the... I don't know. Look at... yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. One of these things turns. One of these is not like the other. Look at that. And then... I don't know what these do. It seems like that does something. I don't know. Oh, there you go. Oh, it's the landing gear. Gotcha. So, yeah, man. B-Wing. Sweet B-Wing action. Now, I can't remember what line they call this, but this is definitely bigger. Excuse me. Excuse me, that was rude. This is definitely bigger than the original. I have the Outlander in the other room, and I know it is built off of the, original B-Wing. So this is definitely looks bigger than that. But very cool. Yeah. Yeah, that does look sick, doesn't it? Where did I... Oh, right here. And then we have the landing gear for him to come in like that. Yeah, that's a big boy, isn't it? So yeah, I have some, we still need to do a giveaway, man. I have just been, I don't have a desktop, so the duck race is not really feasible on my phone. I've put out a few videos like a year ago where I was like, enter to the giveaway, and I know which videos there were, so if you entered in those, don't worry, we'll put you in. But like, I think I'm just gonna fucking draw names out of a hat like the old days. And we're gonna be giving away 2 custom painted ships. Yeah, we're gonna give away 2 Lac Zivrak custom painted ships. And then third prize may be a Lac Zivrak figure or something. So we still need to do that. I have not forgot. I know there's people out there that are probably going, yeah, that Lac said he's going to have a giveaway and he never did. But hey, that's better than having a giveaway and never sending people their prizes. So yeah, this is cool. This would be neat to do a custom paint job on, but I have so many that I'm in progress that I'm not starting another one right now. So this might be one of the few ships that gets away with not ever being painted. I don't know. Let me see. I'll put this B-Wing pilot in there. Whoop. Where is he? Right here. And I'm still working on the interior of the Falcon. And I'm also still working on the Y-Wing. Little vintage goodness and some fucking not vintage shit. That's cool. What's going on, Pat's Fan for Life? We just went through this stuff I got from Brett. So this is very cool. We have to find a place in the mothership where we can start suspending from the ceiling these ships. And I have a few, I'm keeping my Alaskan Vader TIE Fighter because I just have an affinity for it, right? So put that down. But yeah, good times. Good times. We just went through all 3 boxes. I appreciate you, Brett. That was awesome of you to send that out so quick. That's totally, thank you very much. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed to Collecting with Cool, which I imagine, oh yeah, right on. I imagine everybody here is, except for possibly Dave. So if there are any mods still in chat, you can drop Brett's link and maybe drop Dave's and and Pat. Drop all the links you can. I'm sure most of us here are, like I said, I'm sure we're all subscribed to each other as it is. But there might be a couple lurkers here and there. There has not, nobody's really talking about it because, I don't know why really, but so a quick note, there is no official word on Mark. we have heard, you know, through the grapevine that, you know, we know where he is in the Hooskow. I have heard maybe possibly that he has bailed himself out. We also think that his trial is this month. So perhaps in the future we will get some sort of, I don't know, I'm going to use the word closure, right? Because, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who are just like curious, or they're even like, you know, like a sewing circle of clucking hens who want to just um, gossip about shit. But, you know, I think most of us here, you know, don't fall into those categories. I think, you know, we know Mark, at least from YouTube, and a lot of us have enjoyed quite a bit of his content, and you know, even have talked to him, um, you know, about collecting and Star Wars and shit like that. And so, you know, I think all of us here just come from a caring place, and we hope he's cool and hope he's doing well. And you know, until we can get more information than that, then it, you know, it's just kind of hard to know what to say or know what to think. You know, yeah, Gilster's having Blue Harvest withdrawals. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and he always did the Secret Santa, you know, which was noticeably, you know, missed this year. So yeah, you know, he's definitely. Hey, look, if I just go missing and nobody knows, I hope you motherfuckers goddamn are curious about that too. You know what I mean? And I think, I think, you know, any of us here feel that way about everybody else. So, um, I don't know. I don't know what there is other to say than that. You know, but we just hope that he's doing well, and not just him, but everybody in the community. Man, you know, there's been quite a few people um, who have kind of gone off the radar, and you know, one way or another, some of us have made contact with somebody who's made contact with some people, and we know that they're okay, they're not missing, you know, like in the case of Blue Harvest. But you know, just think about all the folks, you know, that you just don't see that much anymore, you know. So we hope everybody's doing well, and doing the best they can, and keeping on and all that fucking jazz, right? So that last shot was a bit cold and not that great. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we agree, Muzza. Just as long as he's still with us, so to speak, and hope it all gets sorted out for the best. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So, and like I said, I think, you know, there's people out there who are worried about saying something or whatever, and I don't, you know, I think I just don't understand why it's like a subject that can't be breached, you know? Just like we hope we're doing good. Hope he's doing good, man. And, you know, hopefully we'll know more so then we can do more about it if that is needed, you know, or whatever. So we are a community, and just like any kind of family or anything like that, like we're gonna deal with whatever comes up, you know. And that's what makes our little section of YouTube much more personable and special than anywhere else, right? I mean, we've all been to channels in the same genre that we're all part of, where there's 1,000 people and nobody knows each other, and they're all, trying to get the person on the screen to highlight their comment, and then, it's the unwritten rule that you have to have a super chat for your comment to be read. And then people do that because they, a lot of people might do shit like that because they think, well, if I can attach myself to this channel, then maybe people will come over and maybe I'll become famous and I'll be able to make money on YouTube. And like, man, cool thing about our community is I don't think that there's one motherfucker who's worried about that kind of shit, right? I think we just have camaraderie among similar things, and discussing those things with other people, even though we may not have the same opinions, is fun and refreshing, and it passes the time in a positive manner. And like, what more can a person want than that? There's nobody here chasing it, as far as I understand. But let's see what Zombie says here. Anyone who is in it to make money off YouTube is kindly themselves. I don't know if I'm drunk or you're drunk, but I'm not sure if I get what you're saying. But yeah, it's a real weird goal. You know what I mean? It's a weird goal. Now I could see there might be caveats to that, right? Like, let's say you're an animator, or you like to make short films or something, and then YouTube is a media to exercise your artwork, right? Yeah, I might be. Then I get that. Using YouTube as maybe some sort of advertisement for your 3D printing business, or your laser printing business, or your t-shirt making business, or like firearms manufacturing, or gun reviews, or custom work. Like, I get that. It can be used as a commercial device, but in that, you're not really trying to become a famous YouTuber, right? You're trying to get exposure to a larger group and expose whatever your artwork is, right? Whether it be paintings or drawings or anything like that, or like Devil Flyer with his awesome graphic novels and comics, So there's a difference in that, but past that, I don't think anybody's gonna become super famous or rich just sitting on the YouTube like I'm doing now, right? Like, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is this guy? But anyway, so yeah, right on, Muzza. Yeah, and it's super fucking cool. It's super cool to be able to tap into the the psyche or the pulse or the opinions of people all around the fucking world, right? I mean, that is pretty fucking cool. Like, just tonight on Cat Stream, like, we were looking at stuff for sale in Australia, and just like between the prices and like exchange rates and what might be popular and what's super hard to get there that we take for granted. And then I think like Chris at Thousands Ghosts, he saw some figures that were like exclusive to Australia, and he was like, well, what the fuck is that? So it's pretty neat to have like this worldwide community. Yeah, it is pretty fucking cool. I don't go to the bar to hang out with my friends. I go to YouTube. Yeah, right on. Well, I tell you what, it keeps the fucking trouble down, don't it? It keeps the fucking trouble down, That's the one thing about it. It keeps you fucking out of fucking jail, out of fights. getting fucking stabbed and whatever. So that's cool. That's always fun. Not getting stabbed is always if I go to bed at the end of the day and I go, hey, I didn't get stabbed. Like, fucking, that's a win. Fireworks win on that one. So anyway, sorry for the see-through spit cup. That's super rude, but it's all right. What else is going on? So we're gonna wait for that other box. We have some things that we're gonna do with some of these figures. We have a couple people that we are probably gonna surprise with a figure or two on here. And a couple of them I need for some dioramas that I'm doing, and put some on display. And so it's cool. It's a cool line, cool card backs. And the B-Wing is just fucking, that thing is bad to the fucking bone, isn't it? Hey, what's going on, Roughshod? Good to see you. Yeah, but still broke. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, being broke home on YouTube is much better than being broke at the bar. I worked at the fucking bar in the little wee village of Nenana, Alaska for a long time, and like, man, you know, you don't want to be asking for fucking drinks. Oh yeah, Pat, I'm gonna use those two. I'm sorry to say, Pat, but those two are actually ones that I need for a diorama I'm doing. But if anything, I will keep an eye out. I have a trip hopefully planned to these two shops where I might find those. So if I do, I'll let you know, or I'll get those and send you these ones. We'll figure it out. What else is going on? Oh, okay. So anybody who came late, Dylan, our friend Dylan, Visitation, good friend of the channel, good friend of our community. Not quite a collector, but you know what? I've done a couple customs for him, and I have another one that I'm supposed to be doing, though I can't find the right head sculpt. But anyway, Dylan should be coming up on Tuesday evening, so I probably will be able to watch the final episode of Skeleton Crew and get a review out. But Wednesday morning, Dylan and I are floating down the Escambia River, and we're gonna go do some deer hunting. And we have our phones and cameras, and we have some ways to charge them. So when I get back, hopefully we'll have some really cool out in the wilderness videos. Hey Ricardo, good to see you. Sorry if your chat came through a little bit ago. I don't pay close attention to it. So, but anyway, hey Ricardo, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. So yeah, look for some videos. I won't make it to Rick's Skeleton Crew on Wednesday night because I'll be out in the woods. But make sure to go see Rick's live stream on Wednesday. I'm sure Super John will be there, and maybe Brett with Collecting with Cool will be there. I'll be able to get a review out Tuesday evening after the show. And but when y'all don't see me anywhere for the next week, I have not pulled a fucking Mark Blue Harvest. I am not missing. All right, yeah, take care, Muzza. Yeah, you have a great day too, all right? We'll be doing good. I'll be staying up just long enough to let the coffee settle after this, and then I'll be going to bed because it's probably fucking, I don't even know. It's like midnight here or something. Or even later. I don't really know. But yeah, I'm super, super fucking excited to, I did some deer hunting last week, just like some day hunts, because the river was way too fucking high to be out on it by myself. Though, it was like at flood stage, and there's like a fucking whatever, man, 12 to 15 mile an hour current, and the water was up in the fucking treetops, and like there's just no place for a guy to stop by himself and everything. So I just went and did some what my dad would call slip hunting. Slip hunting, which is where you fucking walk through the woods, which a lot of people don't really do anymore, especially down here. You know, everybody, they have food plots and bait stations, and you know, and they sit up in a box and wait for something to come by. But you know, for somebody who hasn't hunted around out here, you know, you gotta cover the fucking territory and see. Um, I've been limited to the public land, which is, you know, hunting public land is a little fucking scary. Not scary, but like, man, you know, you just don't know who's out there, and you don't know how good a fucking woodsman they are. Um, I've had one relative for sure. So I had a relative. He was young. He was like 14, 16. He was with his friend. This was in Louisiana, I think. But they went out, you know, they like drove their four wheeler to a spot. They both went to different places to hunt. And his friend came back and was sitting on the four wheeler waiting. And my cousin you know, like you're supposed to wear, this is why you wear hunter's orange and everything, which deer are fucking colorblind, so it's okay if you wear blaze orange. But so anyway, my cousin had like gotten really cold or something, and he put this big brown um, sleeping bag that was in his hunting stand around him. And like he came walking back to the four wheeler, and his friend fucking shot him in the chest with a 30-30 and fucking killed him, you know? And like, it's just terrible. I mean, they were young, they were kids, they both hunted plenty up until that point, and it's just a awful fucking mistake, you know? And like, you know, kid 14 years old in the dark, he was probably kind of scared, sitting there waiting for his friend, and his friend wasn't wearing his orange. It was underneath the, you know, and he had like this big thing around him. And so who knows? But, you know, he shot him right in the fucking chest with whatever, 170 grain fucking Corlock bullet. And, you know, he was dead before he hit the fucking ground. Terrible thing. But so, yeah, on public land, like, I, uh, but like, I take as many precautions as a guy can. You know, I get there early. I park my truck like in the middle of the fucking trail, you know, and if I get there and there's a truck already there, I don't fucking go there. I go fucking somewhere else. And then I like to go, especially on public land or whatever, I like going during the week, right? Because like if I'm off, if I'm not doing anything during the week, well, most, you know, 88% of everyone else have fucking jobs, right? So you go on Friday, Saturday or Sunday, there's fucking people everywhere. And like, motherfucker, you might accidentally get shot. And like, nobody wants to get shot on accident. Nobody wants to get shot on accident. You know what I mean? If you're fucking a man's wife and he shoots you, you know, that's something that you should prepare for. You know, I'm just saying you prepare yourself for that, right? And if you're fucking another man's wife and you're not prepared to get shot, then you need to fucking maybe rethink how sweet that pussy is. But I'm just saying that nobody wants to get shot on fucking accident, right? Getting shot on purpose, hey, you know, if you fuck around, you're gonna find out, kind of a thing, right? So let's see what Gilster says. Gilster, want to see more crossover videos this summer? Lack and Super John. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm always game to fucking talk to Super John. Me and Super John, I will be making a small appearance on Super John's what's it called? Super Awesome Science show. We're going to be talking about different cryptoids and Bigfoot and aliens and stuff like that. I have quite a bit of. I spent a lot of time in the wilderness, and I've seen some strange shit. Me and Brett will also. We have some plans on getting together and, you know, whatever, talking shit. Um, I don't think, you know, it's not like we have a planned show Tuesdays at 8 or anything, but yeah, man, absolutely. It's always fun to have a stream with a friend and fucking, and we usually are limited to talking about the pop culture and the Star Wars, um, which is not everything, you guys. That's not everything. And Gilster, you will be seeing a few crossover videos, hopefully, from this hunting trip. I plan on whatever we do that I find interesting, and even some shit that I do that I don't find interesting. Um, that doesn't mean that other people might not. So, but yeah, man, we're gonna fucking float down this river and you know cut for sign, fucking see what we can find. Hopefully, we'll pop some squirrels for dinner and maybe some doves and you know major. Hopefully, we will see a nice deer, a buck, and there's plenty of wild hogs out there. Maybe we can pop a couple small ones, to eat while we're out there, something like that. And so yeah, we'll have some, whatever. This is how you make a fire. Here's us making our fucking camp for the night. Here's us boiling some fucking coffee. Here's us skinning a fucking deer. Here's us freezing our fucking ass off in a rainstorm. Like who knows what could happen. But it should be fun. It should be fun. And like I was telling John, we are going to be we're going to be in the most middle of nowhere that you can get here. And so, if there's a fucking devil dog or a fucking chupacabra or a Bigfoot or whatever the fuck else, we might find that motherfucker too. Who knows? So, anyway, I appreciate everybody being here. Make sure you hit that like button. And we will do it again soon. I have a couple. See, tomorrow. So tomorrow, Brett will be on his vintage show, I guess you call it. So look for him tomorrow. If there's anybody else doing anything that I don't know about, forgive me. But Brett literally messaged me a little while ago and was like, hey, he usually does something Sunday night, but he got home too late. He said, but look for me tomorrow. I said, yeah, fuck yeah. So if anything, tomorrow evening, I have a few figures that we should open. And we'll probably do that tomorrow at some point. It might be late like this. Who knows? Yeah, stories by the fire. Yeah, stories by the fire. We will be limited to our battery life. We have some we have some battery banks and stuff. So we may not just sit there and bullshit for an hour because that might not be, allowable per the power. But we'll see what goes on. If there is I'm sure the internet's not going to be, I'm sure I won't be able to load anything or whatever from out there either. I mean, I might could, but again, it might be a power issue. But when we get back, Dylan's supposed to be back at work Monday. So, if y'all don't see anything from me on Tuesday, you don't have to worry because I have my friend Pat. He knows where I'm going. He has a riverboat. I showed him the other day where we're going and roughly what, when we will be where. And, my wife has his number. And so, we have all the tentative plans. Yeah, have a great week, Pat. We'll see you soon. Magnificent kaboom! Good to see you, my friend. We're just wrapping things up here, to be honest. But yeah, no need to worry. We have guns, and we have guns, and we have the tools. We have the knowledge. We will be fine. And Dylan is a top-notch dude, and growing up in Alaska, the number one thing that you can say about a friend of yours is that there's somebody that you can ride the river with. And there's not too many people like that left, And like when I was young, I used to ride the river with my dad. and my granddad, and they fucking taught me a lot of shit, you know. And my brother Puff, Henry Thomas, who my son is named after. My son's name is Henry. I showed my son today a picture. He's only 4, but he'll be 5 in a few months. So he's on the upper end of 4. So he's like getting to be an adult in a way. Fuck, I was killing deer and moose and shit at 6, and so, you know, our grandfathers and great grandfathers were working in the fucking coal mines at fucking 6. So don't let anybody fool you that kids can't understand and know shit. And but anyway, I showed a picture of Puff. That's what we used to call him, to my son, and I said, "This is my brother Henry." And I had to explain to him. I said, he's not with us anymore, which he understands. And he just thought that was so cool. I was like, "This is your Uncle Henry, and that's who you're named after." And man, he thought that was so neat. He said he looked at the picture, and he just had a cool smile on his face. It's pretty fucking cool. Pretty fucking cool. I'm sure it meant more to me than him. When he gets older, he might not even remember that, but I'll never forget that. So, super neat. Got a little stick in my throat there. Anyway, thank you to Brett for selling me this massive amount of fucking items at a ridiculously good price. We'll see Brett tomorrow on his stream. We'll see Rick on Wednesday. I'm sure there's other people doing shit. And other than that, I think I'm just fucking rambling. We will, in the next few weeks, we have a diorama we'll be doing with these. We got this 4-pack. And you guys can thank Gilster for making sure to tell me, "Hey, dumb fucker, you need to, video you doing whatever you're doing and make it into a series, and not just show us the thing when it's finished." And I said, "You're absolutely right, Gilster." So the first thing we will be doing is we will be doing a black and brown wash on all these Phase 1 clone troopers. So that'll be the first thing we get done at some point in a couple weeks after we get back from hunting. And then we will build the, the 3-sided box or whatever. We will get our vegetation and our different items that need to go in there, and we'll build this fucker up. And when it's all finished, who knows? We might use it as a, "Hey, Aisha, good to see you." Good to see you. Good morning, I guess, where you're at. And who knows? We'll maybe give that away or just send it to somebody who thinks it's really cool. Who knows? Because I don't keep everything I do just because you kind of can't. You just kind of can't. But, one of the... Dude, Mr. B won that Space Nebula camouflaged Microgalaxy Squadron Falcon that I did. And man, he enjoys that thing so much. And when he got it, he messaged me on Instagram, voice messaged, and was just, he said such kind things that man, it just makes it makes my heart soar like the eagle, It's that's really worth a lot. So it's always fun to do that. Anyway, oh, that's so weird that you couldn't see me there was somebody else there I noticed that I couldn't see either. So I don't know why that is. There was somebody else I saw, or somebody said hi to. I think I could see you, Aisha, because I said hi. But there was somebody else who, like Rolando, said hi, somebody. And I like went back and I was like, are they here? I don't see them. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what's going on with that. But I see you here now. So that's cool. But anyway, I have been General Lax Sivrak. I will continue to be. Look for videos coming up in like 7 or 10 days from the hunting from now of our hunt. And Tuesday evening, look for the finale of Skeleton Cruise review on my channel here. And I'll see everybody on down the trail, all right? So I appreciate everybody. Always message me on Instagram if there's anything I can do for you or need help or you need somebody to fucking bullshit with. Whatever, man. I'm there, all right? And hey, remember to trust your government. Just ask this guy. Anyway, I appreciate everybody, all right? I will see you on down the trail. All right, have a good night.